tongue. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Hey kids, welcome back. We are on our way towards the Sheep River Falls. There's a outlook I want to shoot. I've done a shot here before, but not on a video for you guys, and I've used it in one of my calendars a few years ago as well. It's this great area right before the Sheep River Falls where you're kind of overlooking this gnarly kind of carved out valley that looks like something out of Jurassic Park. We do have some clouds in the sky tonight. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that means, we'll get some color in the sky. If not, it's just nice to finally get out and do some photography again. It's been a while. I've had a little bit of a block of inspiration to get out and shoot. So I thought it would be a good time. This is about an hour and a half outside of Calgary. We just passed Diamond Valley, which used to be two towns, Black Diamond and Turner Valley, and then they kind of combined them into one called Diamond Valley. Great restaurant up there, the Chuck Wagon Cafe. If you know, you know. But this is where we're going, so hang tight. Should be a good one. We're just ahead of the Sheep River Falls. We're not shooting the Sheep River Falls, we're shooting the valley just behind the falls. So it's actually, as you're driving, it's the valley you get, if my tongue works properly, get to come across before the Sheep River Falls. The parking lot is right there. The Falcon is right over there. A little wooded area, what is that? 40 yards, 30 yards past the teepee, but look at this view. How amazing is this? There's a bridal party doing some photos there, maybe an engagement shoot. I think it's more of a bridal party. But there's a nice little canyon here where the Sheep River flows through. I thought it'd be cool to come out and shoot this at sunset. We do have some clouds. Sunset's about an hour away, but the mountains are going to block the sun. What I'm hoping for is the little clouds that we have will give us some light. We're not going to get the contrasting light right now because the mountain's going to block that. So this might be a sunrise location, but man, oh man, just look at that. Oh, wow. This drive out today has been pretty spectacular. About half a kilometer down the road, I came across a sow black bear and 3 cubs. Spent about 20 minutes there, and because of that, I missed the contrasty light on the valley here. But anytime you can photograph a bear and her cubs, take the opportunity. So she's right in there.
Now, I really didn't take time here to set the camera up properly. I quickly popped it into aperture priority and just started shooting away. You don't know how long you have when you have a bear, let alone a bear with 3 cubs. I'm saying in my vehicle, I've got my my driver's side door open, and I'm standing on the running boards of my vehicle, shooting over the roof of my car, just getting this incredible moment of a mama black bear and 3 cubs. It was an amazing experience. She didn't have a care in the world about us at all. She was concentrating on her cubs and eating the dandelions. She'd walk out a few feet and then always look back, make sure the cubs were okay. The cubs They were too busy playing. They would climb trees and roll around with each other. I wish I would have brought a longer lens instead of just a 70-200, but I didn't think about, wildlife. And, well, it is spring and babies are out there. Oh! Look at them run. Climb the tree. Awesome! I didn't have a super long lens. I only had a 70-200, so these are the shots. These are them cropped in. Nothing really spectacular, but just a fun kind of cool event. So. I would love to do an engagement shoot right where that group is there. I think it's a family shoot now that I see it. There's somebody else down there doing an engagement shoot. Oh, what an amazing place. Well, I got to find a composition. I think I'm going to use the hill as my foreground subject. There are a few little branches like this, but nothing bold enough that I can see. There might be something down here a little bit. Let me grab you, bring you down, see what this looks like. Now, because I saw that mama bear and 3 cubs, she's back there, maybe a good kilometer or so. So I have to be bear aware. She was eating dandelions, so not really aggressive, but I do have to be careful because mama bears and cubs you don't want to mess with. I do have my bear spray with me, but I'm just going to be bear aware. The fact that she's behind me is a little troublesome because sneaking up on me. Not to hurt me, but just walking up, not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. We startle each other and she takes me out. Yay! That's good YouTube content. Death of a photographer. This might work here, this little tree, dead tree branch, some little green foliage, maybe for a foreground. If I come down low like that, and then have the valley in the background. This is so far the best case scenario for what I see. We'll just hunt around a little bit more, but that might be it. Engagement shoot wrapping up. It's actually a pretty good spot for maternity, engagement, wedding, grad photos, family photos out here would be spectacular having that valley as a background. I mean, just think about it. All that is your background, like this couple here was doing with their photographer. Pretty tasty. New spot, about 15 feet down the hill. Clump of dead branches here and some nice greenery. Best thing to do now is to just bust out the camera into live view so I can see my composition with that log. So if I put you on video, you can see how this is a good leading line into the frame. I just need to figure out the composition on how to do it. This branch here might not work. I might just toss it out of the way, and then that would be kind of the composition, like that. Something or other like that. Maybe if I come back farther and then zoom in, get that compression, that might be the better. What's this look like focused back here? Let's see, we need the canyon. Something to think about. Okay, so that's the logs I don't like. The sun is just punching through this cloud and it's lighting up this green little tree weed. And I'm wondering if I can do that in the rule of thirds, then get the sun flaring. I'm at F14 to make it a little bit more of a star, and just pop and see what we get. That might not be too bad. If I lay down here and get a look for composition, get the canyon in the background, get the light flaring. I might do a triple exposure, one for the highs, one for the mids, and one for the lows, and just see what we get here. Got a few little distraction things in the front. Pop that, see what we get. I don't know. It's something. If it turned out, this is what it looks like. You know, when I first saw this photograph, I didn't like it. In the back of my camera, I thought, oh, that's a waste. But once I got home and looked at the image on my computer screen, I actually like the sunburst in the top right-hand corner with that little bit of lens flare that's happening. It lights up the foreground nicely. That little green weed tree thing is got some nice backlight on it. And even down the canyon, it looks like the trees are fall colored, but that's a little bit of contrasty light there as well. Now, is this an amazing image? No, it's not, but it's not a horrible image. It's, you know, okay. What I should have done is set up the tripod and done the exposure properly and really honed this shot in, but it's not terrible. And that's why you never delete an image when you look at it directly on the back of the camera. Always take it home, pop it on the computer, see it on a bigger screen. That's a hack photographer like I am. Tip number one. I can't say pro photographer tip because, well, hack photographer tip. After scoping around, I don't like any of that. So I'm out of breath now because I walked up that cliff. So we're gonna just snoop around, maybe these trees. We'll find something hopefully. Well, here's the tree, but the light's in the wrong direction. The light's coming this way. So to light it up, I'd have to be this way. And the canyon isn't as pretty. So I don't really want to interfere with the grad shoot or the engagement shoot. So you always got to be it's always best to be a considerate photographer when other photographers are around. Yeah, that can be quickly airbrushed out, keeling brushed out, but it's just extra work. So why not try to stay out of their shot? Stopping to photograph a bear is a good reason to stop. The problem is it's messed me up. And there's literally no light left on the canyon at all, on the valley at all, because the mountains blocked the sun early. Golden hour down here was a lot more earlier than I thought it was going to be. It probably was when I was photographing Mama Bear. So this is a short video today because I'm getting skunked, and I just don't see there's a shot here at all for me with the light conditions the way they are. The clouds are completely gone. The wind is coming from this direction. The wind is coming this way, so the clouds are moving this direction. That means that those clouds, if there were, would be over here to catch light, but there are no clouds, as you can clearly see. So I think I'm SOL. I'm just gonna hang tight here for a few more minutes, wait and see what happens, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. A little farther down, you can see kind of that area there that's getting the nice dappled light, diagonal light on it, that's where the Sheep River Falls is. That's actually looking kind of nice, but here it's not. So maybe I'll just pull out my camera and just do a handheld shot just to see what it looks like, but I don't think it's going to be anything. But let me put the tripod down, and we'll see if this is worth a shot or not. That way you guys haven't wasted your time and energy watching YouTube of me failing yet again. So let's just see. This is a 17 to 70. I'm going to go f8 because that's the preferred focal length for this lens. We're just going to do a wide shot. I'm just cropping off that engagement photographer there. Zooming in, what am I at? 35 mils. Let's go with, what do we need here? Let's go 400 ISO because I'm hand holding this. And that would be 100. So let's pop that up to 800 ISO. And then I can, let's go 200 for shutter speed, F8. Let's just wide open for a composition. I'm focusing in on that light area back there. I think it's a failure, but here's the shot. Well, I screwed up. What can you do? Sometimes that happens in photography, but you just gotta take the good and the bad. I apologize. What can you do? Life happens sometimes, and sometimes it kicks you in the butt. This is the time that it kicked me in the butt. That stopping for the bear on the way out here threw off my timing, so I missed golden hour. I haven't shot a video in a while, and I don't have a lot of followers right now, but the followers that I do have are pretty active. You know, they send me messages, and it's great. They've been reaching out, checking on me, and the truth of the matter is I ran out of ideas. I ran out of inspiration to shoot. This is an area that I wanted to shoot. It's going to be a sunrise location, so the next time I'm out here at sunrise, with the sun coming that way, it'll light up that way. Do your research. That's all I can say. So that'll do it. In the meantime and in between time, stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks for sticking around for nothing. Catch you next time, guys. And as always, guys, please rock the subscribe button and ring the bells for notifications. We'll check you next time.